Good morning, students. Welcome to today's class. Today we are going to study a new topic, that is how to represent rational numbers on the number line. So you already studied that how to represent natural numbers, all numbers and integers on the number line. Also you studied how to add and subtract integers using number line. So today we see how to represent a rational number on the number line. Before that we see how to represent natural number on the number line. Natural numbers. So we know smallest natural number is 1. So when we represent natural number on the number line, we start from 1. So here starting point is 1. Then right side of 1 we can mark like this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See here arrow mark. This shows this line extend indefinitely because there are infinitely many natural numbers. The next all numbers. Which is the smallest all number? Yes, 0 is the smallest all number. When we represent all number on the number line, we start from 0, the point 0, starting point 0. Then right side we can mark 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like that. This arrow shows this line we can extend indefinitely because there are infinitely many all numbers. The next is integers. When we represent integers on the number line, we draw a line which has 2 arrow mark. Means we can extend both the direction, left side and right side. So here we can mark a point 0, right side of 0 we mark 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And left side we can mark -1, -2, -3 like this. Here there are infinitely many integers on the left side of 0 and right side of 0. This way we can mark. Then next is rational numbers. Rational numbers, we know all the integers are rational number. With that, the numbers which we can write P upon Q form. So here there are infinitely many rational numbers between the given two rational numbers. For example, if you take a point exact middle between 0 and 1, this we mark 1 by 2. This point shows 1 by 2, and between here 2 and 3 we get 2 1 by 2 or 5 upon 2. So like that we can mark infinitely many rational numbers on the number line. Here we are going to study how to represent a given rational number on the number line. For that I will take an example how to represent 3 upon 5 on the number line. How to represent 3 upon 5 on the number line. So before marking on the number line, first we will check that this number is proper fraction. This rational number is proper or improper. The proper fraction and improper fraction we studied. If numerator of a rational number is less than denominator, that is a proper fraction. Here 3 is less than 5. So this fraction is a proper fraction. Proper fraction comes between 0 and 1. Proper fraction always comes between 0 and 1. First you check that given rational number is proper or improper. Proper fraction means that comes always between 0 and 1. First I will show you how to represent proper fraction on the number line. So this one we know 3 upon 5 is a proper fraction that comes between 0 and 1. Now we are going to draw a line. Line means show both side arrow mark, and we take a point on the left side and give 0. Then you look at the denominator. Here denominator is 5. So divide unit length into 5 equal parts. Unit length, 1 unit into 5 equal parts. For that we will mark like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And fifth point we mark as 1. So this unit length, 0 to 1, unit length. This unit length we divided into 5 parts. And here, from here we can mark 1 upon 5, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5. And 5 upon 5 is equal to 1. And here we should mark 3 upon 5. So mark this 3 upon 5 on the number line. One more example. 4 upon 11. How to represent 4 upon 11 on the number line? First we check that it's a proper fraction. Numerator 4 is less than 11. So this comes, proper fraction always comes between 0 and 1. This much we understood. Then you draw a line. Draw a line like this, and left side you can take any point and mark 0, and unit length divide into 11 equal parts. Unit length divided into 11 equal parts. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 equal parts, and this point we can give name 1. And from here you mark 1 upon 11, 2 upon 11, 3 upon 11, 4 upon 11, 5 upon 11, 6 upon 11, 7 upon 11, 8 upon 11, 9 upon 11, 10 upon 11, and 11 upon 11 is equal to 1. So here we should mark 4 upon 11. So you represent 4 upon 11 on the number line. Now you understood how to represent proper fraction on the number line. Next I will show you how to represent improper fraction on the number line. If numerator is greater than denominator, how to represent the rational number on the number line. We will take an example. 7 upon 5. 7 upon 5. How to represent 7 upon 5 on the number line. Here we know 7 is greater than 5. So it is an improper fraction. Improper fraction. If you convert into mixed fraction, we get this rational number is between which two integers. When we convert this into mixed fraction, we get 1, 2 upon 5. This you know how to convert into mixed fraction. 1, 2 upon 5 we get. 1, 2 upon 5. When we look at this, we know this 1, 2 upon 5 is between which two integers? Between 1 and 2. 1 less than 1, 2 upon 5 less than 2. So this rational number is between 1 and 2. Is understood now? Then how to represent this one on the number line? For this, we will draw a line. And here, if numerator is big, denominator is big, denominator or numerator big number, then you can start from 1, or otherwise you can start from 0 also. This I will show you from 0. Here we mark 0 on the left side, and look at the denominator. Denominator is 5. So divide unit length divide into 5 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this we get 1. Again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This become 2. And from here 1 upon 5, 2 upon 5, 3 upon 5, 4 upon 5. 5 upon 5 is 1. Then 6 upon 5, 7 upon 5, 8 upon 5, 9 upon 5, 10 upon 5 is 2. So here we need to mark 7 upon 5. So you can mark 7 upon 5 on the number line. The next one more example. Sixteen upon 7. 16 upon 7. Here we know 16 upon 7 is an improper fraction. So you convert into mixed fraction. 2 sevens are 14. Then 2 is remaining. 2 upon 7 we get. convert into mixed fraction, we get 2 upon 7. From this we know this number is between 2 and 3. Between 2 and 3. This rational number comes between the integer 2 and 3. Then when we represent this rational number on the number line up to 16, if you find a difficulty, then you can start from 1 or from 2 also you can mark. This I will show you. So here we draw a number line like this, and here we can mark 1, and this unit length we should divide into 7 equal parts. From here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this become 2. Again this we can divide as 7 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this become 3. And we can mark here, we should mark 16 upon 7. This is 7 upon 7. 7 upon 7, 8 upon 7, 9 upon 7, 10 upon 7, 11 upon 7, 12 upon 7, 13 upon 7, 14 upon 7 is 2, and 15 upon 7, 16 upon 7, 17 upon 7, 18 upon 7, 19 upon 7, 20 upon 7, 21 upon 7 is 3. So here we should mark 16 upon 7. 16 upon 7 comes here. So this, instead of this, you can draw like this also. For example, if you start from 2, then divide into 7 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This becomes 3. You can mark like this: 2, 1 upon 7, 2, 2 upon 7, 2, 3 upon 7, 2, 4 upon 7, 2, 5 upon 7, 2, 6 upon 7. Here our number is 2, 2 upon 7. Represent like this. Both are correct. You can do this one. Big number means do this way only. First you find which two integers the given rational number comes. From that integer you can start. Smallest integer you start and mark the number, given rational numbers. Now we studied how to represent positive rational number on the number line. Next we see how to represent negative rational number on the number line. For that also I will show you some example. First is how to represent minus 4 upon 9 on the number line. Minus 4 upon 9 on the number line. So looking at the fraction or rational number, we know it's a proper fraction because numerator is small, denominator is big. So this proper fraction always comes between 0 and 1. It's a negative rational number. So this comes between minus 1 and 0. Minus 1 and 0. Why we are writing minus 1 on the left side? You know, this minus 1 is less than 0. Minus 1 is less than 0. When we represent a point on the number line, the smallest number should be left side. Largest number should be on the right side. So 0 is on the right side and minus 1 is on the left side. That's why we write a minus 1 here. And now for this, we draw a number line. First we draw the line. One more thing you should know that if you get a negative rational number, you always start from the right side. Positive rational number, we are starting from the left side. Negative rational number, if you get, then you start from the right side. So right side we can mark 0 and you divide into 9 parts. Denominator, always look at the denominator. Divide into 9 equal parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this point we get a minus 1. And from here you can write mark a minus 1 upon 9. Always from the right side. Negative rational number always mark from the right side. Minus 2 upon 9, minus 3 upon 9, minus 4 upon 9, minus 5 upon 9, minus 6 upon 9, minus 7 upon 9, minus 8 upon 9, and minus 9 upon 9 is minus 1. So here we should represent minus 4 upon 9. So we get this point. Then one more example. How to represent minus 5 upon 11. Minus 5 upon 11. For this, when you draw a number line, you should use a scale and pencil. Draw a line like this, and it's a negative rational number, proper fraction. So this number is between minus 1 and 0. Then you start from 0 from the right side. How many equal parts? Unit length divided into 11 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then we can give minus 1. Then from the right side, minus 1 upon 11, minus 2 upon 11, minus 3 upon 11, minus 4 upon 11, minus 5 upon 11, minus 6 upon 11, minus 7 upon 11, minus 8 upon 11, minus 9 upon 11, minus 10 upon 11, minus 11 upon 11 is equal to minus 1. Now represent minus 5 upon 11 on the number line. So this way we can represent negative numbers, negative rational number on the number line. One more example, how to represent improper fraction. For example, 5 upon 4, minus 5 upon 4 on the number line. Minus 5 upon 4, when we convert into mixed fraction, we get minus 1 upon 4. Minus 1 upon 4. Minus 1 upon 4 is between minus 2 and minus 1. See, here we write minus 2 left side because minus 2 is less than minus 1. Then we draw the number line. You can start from 0 or you can start from minus 1. Big, small number means start from 0. Here it's a small number, so we can start from 0. 0. And how many divisions we should take? 4 divisions. Unit length divided into 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. This become minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. This become minus 2. Then we mark from right side. Minus 1 upon 4. Minus 2 upon 4. Minus 3 upon 4. Minus 4 upon 4 is minus 1. Minus 5 upon 4. Minus 6 upon 4. Minus 7 upon 4. Minus 8 upon 4 is 2. We should mark minus 5 upon 4. So this point we get. Look at this. This point is between minus 1 and minus 2. This way we can represent rational numbers on the number line. Now I will show you how to represent proper fraction, improper fraction, negative fraction. So look at these examples and try to do these examples also in your notebook. Next topic, rational numbers between two rational numbers. So here, for example, we take it two integers, minus 5 and 0. How many integers are there between this minus 5 and 0? We know minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. 1, 2, 3, 4 integers are there. 4 integers are there between minus 5 and 0. If we take it two integers, we get a finite number of integers between given two integers. Finite number, countable. How many are there? We can count. But there are infinitely many rational numbers between given two rational numbers. There are infinitely many rational numbers between minus 5 and 0. Now we are going to study how to find the rational numbers between the given two rational numbers. We can write infinitely many. How many they are asking, that much we can give. Then different students can give the different answers. I will show you how to find the rational numbers between the given two rational numbers. First, we are getting integers. For example, if we get minus 3 and 5. We know that 3 and 5. Here 4 is an integer. All the integers are rational numbers. So what for one rational number we got. Then other one how to find. For that I will show you an easy method to find the rational numbers between the given two rational numbers. So 3 and 5 are integers. So all the integers we can convert as rational numbers. 3 when we convert into p upon q form we get to 3 upon 1. 5 when we convert into p upon q form we get a 5 upon 1. Now you look at these two denominators. Both are same denominator. No? For example, if we need 5 rational numbers, we are asking 5 rational numbers between this 3 and 5. So here, first step you convert both the rational numbers into p upon q form and convert both the rational numbers denominator same. Here in this question, first step itself we get both the rational numbers denominator same. And next step, you can multiply and divide by any number. You see here 5 we need more than 5. Any number you multiply, for example, if you multiply by 10, numerator and denominator, value is not going to change. This equivalent rational number you studied, equivalent fraction. And here 5 upon 1 also we can multiply numerator and denominator by 10. We get a 30 upon 10 and 50 upon 10. Here 3 is equal to 30 upon 10, 5 is equal to 50 upon 10. Now easily we can write the rational numbers between 30 upon 10 and 50 upon 10. Any 5 rational number you write. 31 upon 10, 32 upon 10, 33 upon 10, 34 upon 10, 35 upon 10. Like that, any 5 rational numbers between 30 and 50 you can write. 30 upon 10 and 50 upon 10. This one method. Then next, if the numerators are equal, here I show you how to find the rational numbers between the given two rational numbers if their numerators are equal. And another one, please see. Find the rational numbers between 1 upon 5 and 1 upon 4. Two rational numbers, 1 upon 5 and 1 upon 4. So here both are having same numerator. Same numerator. Here also multiply and divide. Both are rational numbers. Here we are multiplying by 5. So we will multiply by 6. Both numerator and denominator multiply by 6. Here 1 upon 4 multiply by 6. Numerator and denominator multiply by 6. So this becomes 6 upon 30 and this becomes 6 upon 24. Now you can write the rational numbers between 6 upon 30 and 6 upon 24. We write 6 upon 31. Sorry, 6 upon 25, 6 upon 26, 6 upon 27, 6 upon 28, 6 upon 29. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rational numbers we got. This way we can do. This is also correct. If you convert numerator equal or denominator equal. Then the same rational number we can convert as denominator also. Denominator also we can make it as is equal. For that, we should find the LCM. Here denominator of these two rational numbers are different. So first you find the LCM and convert into common denominator. For that 5 multiplied by 4 and here 1 upon 4 multiplied by 5 numerator and denominator. We get 4 upon 20. Here we get 5 upon 20. And again 4 upon 20 and 5 upon 20 there is no rational number. So you can multiply both by 6. 6 or any number greater than 6 you will get. Then 4 6 are 24 upon 120. And here 30 upon 120. Now easily you can write the rational numbers between 24 upon 120 and 30 upon 120. They are 25 upon 120, 26 upon 120, 27 upon 120, 28 upon 120, 29 upon 125 rational numbers you get. It's not compulsory that always you make a denominator same. If numerator is same, also you can do. But here we are, I changed the numerator, but numerator same means I'll show you like that also we can do. Both are correct. And another method, theoretical. These two methods are easy. Usually we are following this method only. These you find it easy. Then theory, if A and B are two rational numbers, A less than B, then we get A plus B upon 2 is between A and B. This with the number I will show you. Here 5 and 7 are two rational numbers. 5 is less than 7. Then we get 5 plus 7 upon 2 is between 5 and 7. That is 5 upon 7, 12. 12 upon 2 is 6. See, 6 is less than 6 is between 5 and 7. No. This way also we can find. But this rational number addition comes. One rational number easily we can find. So if you want to find more than 1, you find the difficulty. So better you find the rational numbers by using the easy method. This is also correct. This is the theory. If A and B are two rational numbers, half of the sum of these two rational numbers should be between the given two rational numbers. We can say symbolically, we can say A less than B, A plus B upon 2 is between A and B. Clear? So, you will just to do the examples, what is given in the textbook. Look at the examples and write the examples neatly in your notebook. Also, we studied the representation of rational numbers on the number line. I show you different rational numbers. So that rational numbers you should write in your notebook. While drawing the number line, you should use a pencil and scale. Don't draw with a pen. Use a pencil and scale for drawing number line and try to make equal divisions. So let's look nice. Thank you.